Yo, what's up guys, it's me, the Great What If here, back again with another video, and I just want to say thank you all so much for your support and cooperation. I'm sorry I couldn't make the other videos, the other day, the videos, is because it was so much noise around my house. I know you guys don't want to hear any background noises, so yeah. And I'll be making the new series today, hopefully if I have any time, and I'll be posting it today. Well, that's all I have to say. Let's get right into the video. So we cut back to Izuku. He got pierced. Like a huge, not even a spear. It's like what Overhaul did to Night Eye. So yeah, he did the same shit what he did to Night Eye. But it was like a little bit more bigger. So he has a huge hole in his stomach, and Izuku, he's barely hanging on right now. And Momo, she's just terrified. Izuku pushed Momo at the right time because there was a huge spike heading towards her, and Izuku, he pushed Momo away, but the spike went through his hand. So his hand is still, and a huge spike is in his stomach. So Izuku, he's coughing out blood, and guts are out of his own, stomach. And Izuku, he's puking out a lot of blood. And Momo, she couldn't move. Her heart dropped when Izuku just pushed her. And she just saw Izuku get fucked up. And Izuku just looks at the girl and says, "Don't worry about me. Run, please." And he uses the last bit of his strength to use his telekinesis to grab Eri and throw her at Momo. And Izuku says, "Momo, get her out of here. Now, don't worry about me. I'll buy you enough time." Momo, she just grabs Eri and says, "I'll get heroes. Don't worry. Just hang on." And she just runs, while Eri's trying to scratch her way out of Momo's grip, because she wanted to save Izuku. She didn't want him to die. And she's just pounding on Momo's shoulder, saying, "Please, let me go. I can save him. Please." And Momo, she's crying and says, "No, we're leaving." And Overhaul, he puts his hand on the floor and says, "You're not leaving." And he throws a huge spike. But Izuku, he heated up his body right around enough to obliterate the spike that was heading towards Momo. And Overhaul just looks at Izuku and says, "Still persistent, I see. Might as well get rid of you. But I might let you suffer just a little bit more." And Izuku just looks back at him with his glaring eye and just says, "You're gonna die for this. I know it." And just spits out more blood. And he's fading in and fading out. But Izuku, he used enough strength to get him off the spike. So he's standing there with a huge spike still in his stomach, and a spike going through his arm. So his arm is fucked up, so he can only use one of his arms. So he lifts his arm up and says, "Oblivion," and throws a huge fireball at him. But Overhaul touches the ground, and a huge wall comes up and protects Overhaul. And Overhaul just says, "Damn, you're still persistent. Die." And he puts his hand on the floor, causing a bunch of freaking small, like needles. Not like needles, but like small spikes going through Izuku. It shoots right through the flesh of Izuku's legs, causing him to cripple him. And Izuku, his legs are all fucked up, so it's broken. And Izuku, he just laying there on the ground. And overall, just says, great. I need to get back my experiments back before they steal it from me. And he's walking away. But before he could walk away, Izuku uses his telekinesis to grab a hold of his leg and is squeezing it the best he can. But his force is slowly depleting. His strength is vanishing. And Izuku's just shaking and saying, "You're not going anywhere." And just holds onto his leg. And overall just says, "Disgusting, how dare you touch me?" And just stomps the fuck out of Izuku's head. And he's getting fucking curb stomped. Have you ever seen Attack on Titan and how it was called I think it was her name Amy, and she just punches the fuck out of Eren in his Titan form? Yeah, he's getting that, but with the boot. So his face is fucked up, and he still does not let go. And overall, it just says, "Let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go, let me go," and just keeps on stomping the hell out of him until Izuku loses consciousness. Well, not consciousness. He's slowly dying. His strength is depleting, and he lets go. But this activates something in his neck. His neck started to glow violently, and then suddenly the glow dissipates. So overall things, finally, he's dead. Now, to get back, Eri. And he's walking away. But that glow on his neck, what does it mean, you may ask? Well, it's a tracking chip. And not only does it monitor Izuku's health, it also monitors where he is. And the only people who know about this are the 4 generals. That is, Gabriel and the 3 other people. And Gabriel, he already retired, but he still has that GPS. And he had it on his phone. So he's at his home, drinking tea. And he lives, in a nice neighborhood, which is always patrolled by heroes. So once he gets that what's called GPS signal, like beeping the hell out of his phone, he checks and sees that it's Izuku. And his health is depleting very, very fast. So Gabriel, without further notice, he grew his wings. And I'm just going to say Izuku does not know fully of what Gabriel is capable of, since he hasn't seen him in battle. So Gabriel has the more angelic feeling about him. He has the powers of an angelic being, but not really. It's just his quirk, which is corresponding to a bird. But he calls his quirk Angel. And Izuku, he at this point is dead. And Gabriel, he sees that Izuku's heart rate is 0. And this stops Gabriel. His heart has sunk to the bottom. And he's enraged. Enraged that someone could ever hurt his niece. Well, not niece. I shouldn't say his. I did say that Izuku is technically Gabriel's, uncle, but not really. They're not related by blood. They're just calling him uncle. So he just heard that someone could hurt his boy, a major friend of him, and how he still kept up his spirits even though he has seen more bloodshed than Izuku has ever seen. And once he sees that 0 heart rate monitor is just dropped, he just rushes out of there. He flies there as fast as he can, since it has the GPS signal as well, so he heads towards that direction. And we cut back to Momo. She's running, and she called up the heroes, tells them that Izuku is badly hurt, and they're running away from a villain, and they need backup. All the backup they can ever get. Until her phone got crushed. Right as when she says they need more backup, and it got crushed. So the other heroes on the line, once they hear this, this silent beep, that means they need to get there as fast as they can. So they called up a bunch of heroes. They called up Endeavor, even All Might, even Miracle. So they sent out them, and All Might, since he's kind of, a little bit weak, he tried to rush there as fast as he can, but he can't really do that since, thanks to Izuku, his wound got way worse, and he can barely go into All Might state for at least an hour. But he thinks, that's enough time. So all the heroes rush, and once Miracle got the news about how Izuku got hurt really bad, she spared no expense and starts running towards where the so-called cult was. And she's running there. And she just sees... She was there at first, so she sees Momo running away and carrying a kid. Miracle just says, Momo? What happened? Are you okay? And she just sees a huge spike coming towards them, so she just jumps and punches it, causing it to break. And once, right behind her was Endeavor, and Hawks as well. Since Hawks was around her neighborhood and just saw the whole fight, happened, he just got there as fast as he can. And they're all there. Endeavor and Hawks, Miracle, and she just sees an overhaul. And Overhaul just says, damn, fucking heroes. I'll let you live today, heroes. I just need to get that girl. Damn it. If it wasn't for that pipsqueak of a fucking kid, I would have gotten her. And Miracle just says, pipsqueak? No. And Miracle just yells, where's Midoriya? Where is he? And Overhaul just says, oh, you mean that brat? Thanks to him, it lost me some time. But it all ended as much as I wanted it to be. And Miracle, she gets angry and says, where is he? And Overhaul says, probably in hell by this point. And he's laughing. And a portal opens behind him. And Overhaul just says, oh, I hope to see him there as well. And he walks through it. Miracle, she tried to lunge at him, but it was already too late. The portal has disappeared, and all was left was Endeavor and Hawks and Miracle. Hawks, they went to go and talk to Momo about what the hell was happening, but Miracle spared no time and just running towards where all the chaos was happening. And just sees Izuku. But Izuku, he's gone. And Miracle, her heart sank. And she's just walking towards Izuku's corpse. And she just sees Izuku's eyes. How they bulged out and how much his hair is all red. Probably from the blood. And his legs are all dismantled and just twisted. His stomach has a huge hole in it. And there's still the spike in it. Miracle, she's just walking towards Izuku. And she's crying. And she just says softly, Izuku? Izuku? And she slowly gets to Izuku. And by the time she gets there, she just sees Izuku's corpse. And just horrified to see more of it. Just flesh torn out. Guts everywhere. And just full on yells and screams in just pain. She slowly grabbed Izuku's head and brought it up and just sees how broken it was. And she just says, "No, this is just a bad dream. Yeah, it's just a bad dream. Izuku, you can't die. You can't really. Damn it." And she just breaks down and crying. And she's just holding on to Izuku's dead corpse. And now we cut back to Izuku. At his final moments, he breathed in and breathed out. He opens his eyes and sees fire all over him. And he's wondering where the hell he is. He sees demons around him, clawing him and everything, and he feels the pain, but he decides to endure it. And he's wondering to himself, where am I? Why the hell am I here? And just sees the past people that he ever killed right in front of him, and just passing through his body. And he's chained up. He's in his X formation and just hanging in the air. And all these people that he has killed came back and tormented him. And then a distant voice came in and says, "Hello, Izuku. Long time no see. Man, you look ravishing." And Izuku just says, "Who are you? How the hell do you know me?" "Oh, my, I thought you forgot about me. Well, I am technically your power, so I wouldn't even know. And my name, you still don't call out my name. Please, do tell." And Izuku just says, "You cursive bastard. Where the hell am I?" And this thing just says, "Well, sadly, you're dead. Well, I can't much say anything about that. You caused this, you know, Izuku. You caused all of this to happen. And if it wasn't for you, Miracle wouldn't feel this pain. If it wasn't for you, many families wouldn't have died. If it wasn't for you, your friend shall be still living today. Now, your dog would be still living today." What was his name again? Charlie or something? Oh, how he must have felt that huge pain of torment. And Izuku just says, "I don't know what you're saying. You make no sense, you damn demon." "Oh my. Am I a demon now? No, I think of myself as more of a complicated person. Well, not really. That's what I call myself. I am what you humans call complicated. The icon of annoyance. The icon of despair. The icon of sin." And Izuku just says, "Sin, huh? Are you the one who caused me to feel such pain?" "Oh, how I wish. But no, it was your own doing. It was your own fault, Izuku. Now you're stuck here with me for all eternity. Now, how should I play? I should start ripping your limbs one by one, little by little, straps your skin right off your flesh. And Izuku just says, "How dare you? Why the hell would you even save me, then later torment me?" "Oh, yes, I remember. A huge blast. When you were 4. Sure, if I have let you live, or, to be more simply, let you die, you wouldn't even be in this predicament. You wouldn't even be in the military. No, you wouldn't even feel emotion at all. You'll be just some worthless, good of a nothing human." Which I mostly love. The only reason I let you live is because I wanted to see you suffer even more. Ah, how your skin must have felt a huge blast. That scar. Oh, how much they tried to help you, Izuku, but couldn't even do it. Well, I only let you live to suffer. That's what I love to see humans feel. Suffering, pain, torment, anguish, and most of all, love. How it quickly vanishes from your mind, and all is left is hatred and despair. And Izuku just says, "What will it take this time? An arm? A leg? Or an eye?" Ugh, how you've been in my family. And yet you so-called self don't even call yourself a demon? Then tell me, what do you call yourself? Well, I mostly prefer my name. One that should not. And one that it is. I am a species born of a dragon. More powerful than any stupid little human and their so-called powers. Did you know that I created them? Pathetic. I only created them for only entertainment. Well, mostly boredom, but not really. And I decided to live in your family because, well, I owed your father a favor. Yes, me, the great me, owed your grandfather a favor. Your grandfather, owed me, and I owed him. And he wanted me to stay in your family. Remember that so-called side effect in your whole family genes of what caused to become a quirk? Well, that quirk, or power to be exact, was me. I'm the one that caused you to be blind, Izuku. I'm the one that did not even let you see. Oh, how I strive to see you suffer once more. But I really don't want me to die either way. I have lived a long, long life, Izuku, living inside your damn body. And you know what I had to see? Oh, I have seen many things, Izuku. But the most awful, sinful thing that you ever did was when you bent Mirako in that position. Shut up! How dare you even say her name, you filthy son of a bitch. Now let me out of here before I can kick your ass. And this thing said, well, I'll let you off those chains if only if you call me by my name. Call me Izuku. Your body's being drifted away into nothing but despair. Let me show you. And just touches Izuku's forehead, which is showing Mirako crying in his body. And Izuku, he sheds a few tears and says, "Fine. What will you do with my body? What will you do if I let you in? What do you do if I called you by your name?" And he says, well, first things first, I'll probably cause destruction. Second, death and torment. Third, a nice spoonful of ice cream. Well, how you humans love those things. I surely do. They're so sweet, especially with the blood of your enemies. And Izuku just says, fine, I'll let you in my body, but in return you will let me lead you. You will only give me thoughts, and you will heal me up. You'll be in my body, but I'll let you out only if I needed to. Got that? And this thing just says, sure, call me by my name. Call me by your quirk. And Izuku, he inhales and exhales and says, Prince of Darkness, I hereby command you to use my body as a vessel. Use my body as you wish, but in return, you let me be the man I wanted to be. Be the one I wanted to be since the start. And be the one I care the most. My sanity. If you agree, I'll let you use my body as you wish. Do you accept? And, the prince says, oh, why wouldn't I? And just, headbutts Izuku in the head, which causes a minor connection. And in the real world now, Izuku's body is slowly healing. And Mirko, she noticed this immediately and says, Izuku? And just sees his body changing. His once green hair has become dark. His white eye that was completely blind has shown a little bit of its pupils. And his scars are slowly healing up, but became more healed, to be exact. His red eye has become orange and white, like there's no life in it. But there's still scars on his face. And once Mirko saw this and says, Izuku, you're alive! You're fine. You're awake. Just, how? And Izuku just grabs Mirko by the shoulder and says, why would I ever leave you, darling? And Mirko, she got the chills in her spine. Her spine just ran up. She never felt this way before. Instead of feeling compassion, she just feels afraid. And she just says, Zuku, are you alright? And Izuku just says, my, this vessel is so damaged, but I might have repaired it just a little bit. Don't want to get too overboard. I know they might sense me. And by the time he's already, fully healed up, Gabriel just comes in and says, Izuku, are you alright? I came as fast as I can once I saw your heart monitor drop 0. And Gabriel, he just sees Izuku. And Izuku looks right at Gabriel and says, oh, Uncle, how I waited this moment. How have you been? It's been so long. I thought you might have forgotten about me. Do you remember my name? Do you remember my bloodline? And Gabriel just says, You did it, didn't you? You're not Izuku anymore. Just who the hell are you? And this so-called Izuku just says, just a dear friend. And pushes Mirko away. Mirko, she's on her back and says, wait, Izuku, what are you doing? And Izuku, his hand became flames and has consumed him, and says, let the bloodshed begin.